Hola, we're gonna play some more. Just had to get the dog taken care of and everything. My finger still hurts. Looking pretty good though. Color's going down, swelling's going down too. It's still like chock full of blood. That's why it's like swelled up and purple. But my body's slowly filtering all that shit out of there. Yeah, I'm not like bleeding actively. It's just where everything's fucked up. It's actually really clean right now. So because like the joint that part didn't break. It's just the tip of my finger bone that exploded when it got crushed. Um, so I don't even necessarily need a splint. The only reason I have this one is mainly the doctors gave it to me just so I could have some little bit of protection in case I bump my finger on something. I really don't have to keep it straight because no part of the one part that's broken can even bend anyways. It's not supposed to bend. If it did, it probably means I have more medical issues than I originally thought. I mean, that wouldn't be any good at all. No. No good at all. Alright. You can hear my couch farting as I adjust. Cloud save. Save. I mean, we'll go with the cloud. Avocados. I like avocados and the toast, and I think it's disgusting. What, Shady baby? I just let you back in. And hey, I fixed my headphones too. You know how I did that? I cut the microphone off. I mean, that mic wasn't the best anyways, but I don't use it with these because I got my Shure mic. But that thing just kept like poking me in the side of the face or the neck or whatever, and it just got. I'm like, I don't use it, so snip, snip, motherfucker. They're trying to get some key. gonna turn this off. So, alright.
Let me guess. Camelot, no? Timberwall, also no? So you're not from the north? Ah, of course.
You must be from Connacht. I should have guessed right away. So, who's in charge there now? Nowhere? Never heard about it. Must be a shithole like no other. And I think I won't learn much about politics from you.
You know, people are talking about rising unrest in the north, and a secret coalition preparing a coup at the highest levels of power. And that whole plague thing is just a tool to reach their final goal. The Red Priests are also trying to get something out of it.
And to be honest, it's not gone too bad for them. The Druids are out of the picture already.
Well, sure. They want to establish a new order on our island. and it's not clear who's involved in the whole mess.
Maybe. Maybe our captain is even involved. Hell knows. They have their people everywhere. Damn it, you could be one of them too. Although when I look at you, I don't think so. You have such a stupid face. With all due respect, of course.
That's the case. Those sons of bitches are good at hiding. They kinda blend in and live among us. It's hard to tell if it's hideous magic or some other tricks.
Wait a minute. I'm not suggesting anything here. I'm just thinking out loud.
It doesn't make sense that the plague appeared just like that. Out of bloody nowhere? Hell no. It's a high-stakes game.
Power over us, of course. Over our bodies and souls. Over Avalon. Over the whole damn course of history.
You see? It takes one to know one. And that means folks like us won't change anything. But we have to talk out loud. It suits them when everyone keeps their mouth shut.
You know, I've been thinking lately. What if King Arthur is just a stupid fairy tale? What if the nobles and others involved in the whole conspiracy just made him up? And us peasants eventually just started to believe in it.
You know, one story for everyone. They drilled it into our heads, and drilled until it finally stuck. And then they built statues, wrote books, and everything else. You finally get it. It's just a pity that there are so few like us. Well, we just have to keep going, eh? And while we're at it, I have to get back to work. I'm on duty.
All mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them. Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me. I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already. You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything. Oh, love. Or so we thought. A man who tried. Another one who gouged a woman in the farm. I almost... Name's Orla. What was I thinking? You've never... Other than that... Not really. I have no... I feel like business is... But... You do realize you won't score any points with the Keepers by helping me, right? Those holier-than-thou soldier boys. There's a woman from the tribes called Nest. She's my supplier. At least, I think she's still working for me. I haven't heard from her in a while. And she was supposed to bring me some really precious cargo. Something the captain wanted me to arrange. You still up for an adventure, hmm? My guess, and it's only a guess, is that at some point she must have been somewhere around the bay. That beach near the wave. Rumor has it that... Good luck. And don't worry, I'll pay. No matter whether she's dead.
Does she have like a set limit?
You're back.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board. Please, state your business. Oh! Go, the hunt awaits. None so far. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the horns of the south without a good reason. Too many bandits. Well, Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done. No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient. Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments? If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin. I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land. I need to think. If I remember anything, I'll let you know. That's correct. The situation. There have also been. There are rumors as for those pigs. Well, you've probably heard about the druids making humans. Well, the people decided to. Oh, how they must have. Yep, made human sacrifices. Most of them, the survivors have supposed. And one of. His name was Slaudyard. He was lurking near Bloodlake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher. The horns organized. People say, some say. I don't really have. Which Morgaine would have. And then we have the commoners. Oh, hey, if you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Oh, a new face? Yes, my apologies. Ever since breakfast today, I've been sort of lost in thought. I keep thinking of my dear mother's cooking, especially her famous pie. You see, all we got here is venison and fish. I can live with all the bullshit that's thrown at us soldiers, but the long and I'd kill. As if it were that easy. I ain't much of a cook. And Rorik, the one we have here, well, he says we're soldiers, so we... Really? Sure, I remember...
Oh no. Game crashed. I always have people rage about stuff like that. I get it, but
Oh, yes, you see, all we got, as if it were, and we're already, really? Yes. Still tastes like shit. Exactly how my mother would make it. It's just what I needed. Oh, don't get me wrong. I really appreciate what you did for me. It's just that every time I doubt my service in the Horns of the South, I need a reminder of why I enlisted. My mother wasn't much of anything, to tell the truth. She always said I was good for nothing and that I should be glad she even kept me. And every day she'd bring back home a new uncle. Many of those uncles like to kick me out of my own house when they were drinking and getting busy. Then, when she'd sober up and got rid of an uncle, she'd bake me that pie as an apology. It always tasted like shit. If the other villagers hadn't been feeding me, I would have starved to death. Hence the pie. I wouldn't know. When I left my village, I decided to never look back. So I just assumed one of those uncles finally beat her to death.
Nope, not allowed. Nope, stop it. No, sir. Nuh-uh. Just make sure I talk to everybody. Can I upgrade this? Oh, it's costing me money too.
Correct. Because he's riveting.
Oh, of course.
Oh, now that I... Oh, so you have... Of course, those pins, but... Well, either way... sometimes, like we've done first, desperate, then, and so on. Truth in the fit, so... Yeah, and when... That, then, one good thing... Yeah, then, fear... Ha, friend!
Unless you're a...
There's just... Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean... Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the... You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook them. But perhaps you'd rather craft your... We should start with something simple. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather...
Oh man. Maybe I can sell some stuff. I'm like 30 short. This is selling for very much. Guess I really want this. Oh, I still need 2 strength anyways. So, I'm waiting. I could probably just go ahead and buy this, right? And then... Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I need 30 more gold. I think I can make that happen. And all my jars. There we go. Oh, it's just gay. I'm just gonna keep them for that. what I want to make right there. So I need 5 pieces of what? Iron ore? Okay. Good deal.
Sir, I haven't seen you before. Most unfortunate. The name's Fear. And please. Yes, they mean that. That makes. If what you're saying. However, fortunately for. Anyway. He's not our first. I'm sure. That's between her and the captain. Fine then. Otherwise, you're allowed. I'm Excalibur. Well, be my. But unless you're. We've been. There are. Anyway. The cap. Your. It's not. You don't really. It's the keepers. Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's quite a no. He's right now. I'm not about. Good. It's used until. Depends. I don't know. Was it we? Ninian, you did right, but. What? Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive. They came for him, and what were you doing? You look fine, but if you were... I honestly think your sense of humor is the... Still, no risks can be taken when it comes... Yes? Why... If you...
Leave. Alright. What about you? You got something, don't you?
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher. I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know, he said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osprey to get it pulled out. That, and I wouldn't trust him anywhere near my mouth. Don't get me wrong, Osprey's a decent blacksmith, but he's no good with teeth. With one lad, it took him 3 tries before he got the right one. I'll stick to my grandma's potion for toothache. Or I would, if Heber would stop being such a dick and make it for me.
Heber took the recipe from me. And even if I had...
Said if I don't know how to make it, I shouldn't have it. And that he doesn't want some questionable homebrew medicine spreading through the keep. He says it's no good. Says that if I don't get the tooth pulled out, it'll keep hurting. I told him that's why I need the remedy, to make it stop hurting. But it's like talking... You will?
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy. Healing diseases, sometimes cutting people open. Oh, and pulling out teeth seems to be a leading cause of concern for everyone around here. Me pulling teeth in the arse end of the world? My friends back in Camelot would laugh their brains out. I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group. Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell any of the higher-ups. There are side effects. You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose, or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky. Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do? Aha, got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart, but for your own selfish plans. Good point. That is a very good point. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life. Back at the Academy, I found an ancient forbidden knowledge, especially I finally deciphered it a little while ago. It describes a ritual that I guess you already know what I need you to do, hmm? And here I am, thinking that everyone's already heard about the Charred Conclave. Well, it wasn't the proudest moment in our history, that's for sure. You truly don't know. At some point, the villagers all around the island decided that the Druids were responsible for the Red Death, and all other ailments of our times. They rounded them all up in a massive wicker man north of the Forlorn Swords, and burned them all to ashes. Hundreds of years of knowledge gone within the blink of an eye. But, well, that's what's bound to happen when you stop paying for people's education and invest in keeping the elites fed instead. That is an excellent question, but I don't know. From what I've been able to decipher, it's a summoning spell to bring something or someone to our world. That being will share its great knowledge with the one brave enough to summon it. I need you to remember what it says and repeat it to me after you're back, word for word. Isn't it obvious? Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it. Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patient something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself. Oh, that was unexpected. Here, take it. What will happen, I have no idea. But please, tell me, if you live to find out. What irony? The pursuit of knowledge it takes true guts to face. In Camelot, maybe, but this far. I've spent my entire life digging through scrolls and books in pursuit of their knowledge. I've been reading about their rites and the descriptions of their rituals. Look, I'm sure they were onto something. They knew much more than we do, but it feels like there's a veil wrapped tightly around that knowledge. It's like I need to find the right spell, the right ritual, something that will unwrap it for me. I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective, yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the South. Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain. He truly cares about them.
Ah, you're back! How's the remedy?
Oh no. It crashed again.
Ah, you're back! How's the...
Oh. It crashed again.
Ah, you're back! How's the remedy?
Oh shit. I think the game just doesn't know what to do because I haven't initiated the quest necessarily with the other guy yet. So I don't have the recipe and I haven't initiated it with him yet, but somehow I still have the potion. And I think that's making the game shit itself. So
Lanzo knows very well what he must do. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else I can do for him. Yes, his grandma's miracle medicine. I had to confiscate the recipe as well, lest he tries making it himself. No, I thought I made myself clear. If you want an excuse to drink yourself to oblivion on moonshine, just drink the moonshine. No need to add other potentially dangerous ingredients. Well, to be fair, the base recipe is pretty harmless. But what if someone decides that if they don't have carnation, it's perfectly fine to substitute it with devil's snare, since the color is more or less the same? Or sage with wolfsbane, because, you know, leaves are leaves. I'm sorry, but unfortunately I know these people well enough not to trust them with something like this. What? How do you... You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But if it causes you to shit yourself for 3 days straight, don't come running to me.
Ah, you're back! How's the remedy?
oh, okay. So
you're back. How's the remedy?
Is it just not registering that I have it? Guess I don't. Oh, I need a bottle. Oh, I need alcohol, sage, alcohol and sage. God damn it. Okay. And do you have any? Alcohol floating around. Where you don't have any sage. That's kind of gay. I just need some fucking sage. Sage. How's the game going to crash?
Ah, you're back! How's the remedy? Thank you! Ah,
game didn't
I'll
crash.
finally be able to eat something. Here, take this as my thanks for your help. And someone with back join. She learned from not that these every damn even now. I only hope she was. Thank you again.
No problem, bud.
You all right, newbie? Have you... Hey, what a mess. Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from, well, everything that's been happening here. Bandits, the weirdness. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high. Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange, erratic, sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, Old Mahon, he might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit Old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage. Wait, if you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers. I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees. And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aymer's voice. Beautiful. Makes one eager to... So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the Stale Lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship? You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand? Say you understand. Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out at Ron's, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar. Documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a... Splendid! When you have the documents, meet me at the third crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around. Bloody seagulls! Can you hear me, you flying vermin? Just try to keep by the sea. What a great idea that was. And what do you want? I'm fixated. Me! Oh, you didn't see what they did to me a week ago. I was just standing watch as usual, and then, suddenly, splat. A dozen of them flying overhead, screeching, shitting and whatnot. So, I yelled what I think about them, shaking my fist. And then another 4, splat! And they kept screeching. I tell you, they're laughing at me. I spent all night cleaning my armor. Sewell didn't think it through when he decided where to put the keep, mark my words. And I don't like how you seem to think I'm a fool. So, I once managed to shoot a few. I thought they'd learned their lesson and wouldn't be flying over here anymore. And guess what they did? They kept shitting. I need to try a different strategy. Find something that will make them feel like the way crows are afraid of scarecrows in fields. I'm sure seagulls... Oh, thank you. I just need you to bring me some kind of a bird scarer. I don't know. There is one guy in the museum. Ridderit.
Were you at the pledge? Yeah. Victory over health. Yeah. Sleep, damn it, is the worst son of a bitch I ever fought. No sleeping, no. The service is eternal. Where would we be if Seawall took... I shut my eyes for about 15 minutes every day. Sometimes 20. Besides, a true keeper doesn't sleep. He keeps watch. But I'm not gonna lie. That potion from Eber, our physician, works miracles. You could stand on the walls all day and night and not even think about closing your eyes. What? Listen, pal, I never asked. I just came in the evenings when I was getting sleepy and took it. And then Yang put it somewhere else. Keeper's vigor. Good stuff. Shows what you know. Once more. Sir.
Close myself off of that quest, so.
There you are. What are you waiting for?
Yeah. Yeah. No sleep. I'm not. You could. What? And then yeah. Excuse me? Serve it.
Watch the feet! Your feet! And my priceless... I swear, your nose... I have everything. And you. The fly in the oil. I'm Owen. And when the weird... No, I can handle a few seagulls. I'm not like that idiot Gwilyn. Always. I let Rarky... My hoe in your skull? You need to... Hey. Hello. Lighthouses. I mean... Ah, whatever that is. Aye, beside... One was even hanged for... If you're interested... What do I think? Folks are saying that there's some other group, probably... Aye, it's boring, but at least you don't have to pay to enter. You can stay here and serve. Sit in the tavern, drink and eat something. If you're looking for an adventure, you'll have to go elsewhere. There's a... from a fine...
welcome to my name. I'd also... It took them... I don't doubt it. Drawing, as you can probably guess. Oh, he was also the founder of the Horn. The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins. I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot. We have his signal horn, and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil. What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during... Yes, it means... It is... That... Really? Usually people ask it. Definitely. You should find Lady Elaine in the tavern. I have to admit that local fauna is... It used to be the case that a significant part of the daily catch was gobbled, so the keepers of that time found... Some of them, called the seagullers, scared off the coastal birds using specially constructed masks. They made the reason the gulls avoided these masks is unclear.
Where's that blacksmith guy at? That's Fagus.
Blessings upon you, As prepared swords, but there is... Well, the keep, and if it... Safe, but tell me so no. It's a sick many of my... And yet, the weird life, and that. What do you mean? Indeed, my child. I have served in the horns of... As for the asylum, I only know as much as my brothers deem necessary to relay to me. I'm afraid that I simply cannot believe your blasphemous... So it's your word. Certainly. May Kai's word. Blessings upon you. May Kai...
You're the reason they put me here. You just wait until they let me out. I'll beat you so hard your own mother won't recognize you. Come a little closer, so I can spit in your face. Nobody asked your opinion. I drink 'cause I want to. I drink 'cause guarding that empty gate is the most boring Maybe I was drunk, but the gate was guarded. It's not your damn pin, I wouldn't even let you in. But all is not lost. We can still be friends. Listen, I'm not guarding the gate. Come on, don't be like that. I knew it, my friend. Oh, delicious.
There it is. What do I need for this? I need 2 feathers. Wonder where I get feathers from. That's for real life. I just found some on the ground. But
Oh, Mother have mercy. Not another one. If I let you pass, will you promise not to make any trouble? That's just my luck. Take the post, Tiernan, they told me. You'll be looking after a village full of old What a load of crap. There's always something. If it's not the deck falling apart, it's a refugee running around.
Well, to be fair, he only bit one person. But it was a keeper. I know Mahone can be a piece at now, both of them are sick. And Haber's got no clue what's wrong. Which is the only reason. So, he's sitting in a cage. His wife's crying all day, and every... No need to tell me that. I'd rather sit here and hope everything works, so whether it's me or them. The deck? Nah, just old wood. Dara's always busy with his light. I can't even sneak out to the tavern because last time some rich bint started complaining that everything here smells of fish. That's a seaside village. What else would it smell of? You do that? That would... Truth be told, I don't know why they want it so badly. It's for boats. No one here, but, well, I'd pay if I could, but this was supposed to be my job. The budget's long gone. But, not exactly standard keeper knowledge. Surprised? Can't blame you. The only thing more mismatched than that. But, yeah, where chairs don't wobble. Not exactly a secret I broadcast. But, hey. Oh, she's a real piece of work, that one. She came here with her husband. You know...
I thought it was going to be a gay joke, but I guess it was just a lead into... Because originally he wasn't supposed to let anybody pass. When he walked up, he was arguing with a guy who stayed here.
Hey, you're heading to the village, right? Take this medicine to my father, will you? Goban is, loud. I can't promise that talking to him will be any fun. But if Haber because he received orders when that Egypt. Not all keeper, sir. I don't trade pick. I wouldn't know. A woman old enough to be got. If I had a look, it's if they want to throw, stay out of.
I mean, you could just do this, sir.
Bloody hell, look at this! The old place is in a shambles. They do nothing but shuffle around. I'm telling. And who are you? What? I bloody knew it. Retirement, at least when I was still working, that was all. So, one day my boy got it into his stupid head that they're all telling me I should do something about it. Or else I'm done for that. Like hell I will. I'm still here, ain't. Listen, they wanted Heber, that healer from the keep, to come here. He did. Then he just threw up his hands, mumbled, hell, I should have been an healer. Wouldn't mind going around being a pain in every... These herbs. Ah, good thing that... Yeah, right. He'd better... Getting a bit... Ah. Hold on. Hey, first of all, right? Secondly, I mean... you... Ah. It's like after block... you're digging a little... Ah. You see, back nowadays... No, back... My girl... How was I... Heck knows what he can... you're digging a little... Ah. I'm starting to like... I like me brothers in arms back at card, but we went into a hard loss. What's with all the questions? Ah. Those tunnels, right. But here wasn't just some empty caves. There were monsters, straight out of Age of Legends. Looked like... hell, memories all twisted up now. Like a bloody nightmare mixed with shadows that don't want to know more. Speak with Fergus. He's in charge of this shit. Now, I propose a toast to those lost souls. Feast is bloody fuck. Though when I drink, my brothers can still see.
Excuse me, could you get me a clean glass? And I mean... My name is Alyssa. Not to brag, but we are... Thank you. I designed it myself. The Savage Tribe. Give it a few weeks and everyone here will... Well, my dunk... I decided to... So far, pray. Oh, you see, I've had my eye on this beautiful abandoned... If we stay here for a while, when I... Finally, he told me to... Well, what he doesn't know. I'm not like... Fine. The problem, you'll do it for me. Maybe...
Hello, child. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. My name. By the I know, child, but after even if but, oh well. Farshid, well, at least that's how I remember it. Wasn't it? That's what. Oh, and... Oh, surprise. In one of my books, apparently, it can be found on the ship The Last Voyage of the Under... But it's best if you read it very carefully, and after you're done... And they say young people don't want to learn anything.
Did you hear about the captain's lockdown? Looks like the lads aren't too happy about it.
Yeah, but you know Fergus. He's got a stick up his ass. Only knows how to follow orders like a good little soldier. He's so uptight, he probably agrees with the captain. Thinks it's all necessary precautions and the like.
Speaking of precautions, what's all this talk?
Who are you? Another refugee? This place is already crawling with your lot. It's like a Camelosian privy after a feast. In my day, you only saw old familiar faces round here. And maybe we didn't all love each other, but a local is a local. It was easier... That's so. Fine. Whatever you say. But yeah, I could see that you don't really look like one of them. Not so long ago. You asking me? They came here and made... Orderly. No damn rabble. Begging at... back then, sure. We had a... It used to mean something to be a keeper. You could come now. Bunch of spoiled lordlings sold off to Brandon by their soft. You watch your damn mouth. And besides, decent place to retire. I don't know, but you could put something on the table. Thank you. That's better. We used to come here. Hell knows what happened. One day he just stopped talking.
We went to his house to get him, but he only cursed a blue streak at us. Say, mate, do you feel like talking to an old obla? I feel bad for him, but I've got no more patience. And Finley? Let's just say Finley's no good at this stuff. Now you're talking. Ever since he got so maudlin, Berg usually sits alone by the sea. Let me know what's wrong with him.
What do you want? Who are you? Huh. Guess he's got nobody else to get pissed with. Finley never liked drinking alone with him. Titan tends to get into one of his moods. And? What? That's all? You're bothering me just because that old rascal is sitting alone in the inn with nobody to natter to. You people, bugger off.
What do you want? To gawk at the beast? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My Cole is not the monster you all believe him to be. So you really don't know? If you're not from here, just know something is poisoning his mind and soul. I don't know what it is, or why it happened to... One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone. Hard? Sure. Well, Cole went mad. He attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They bastard. This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. In the morning, we realized everyone had a strange dream. Cole started acting weird. No. Oh, it must have been some bug. Something changed by the weirdness. Well, it was pretty. That boy could always find them somehow. It was Ellis was on watch that day. But from what he told us, he eventually fell asleep. I was in a strange place. I was trying to find him. I called out, but no one answered. I was alone in the night. We set up camp near the Arch Spire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in...
Buy something or bugger off. Buying anything? Long enough, but people... Then there's... Sooner or later, they'll get... Everyone's... I just told you. Sometimes you can... But anyway... Yes, but I broke my leg. Badly enough that... You've never heard of them? They travel across... That's what Ella's saying. Well, if we'd run around... My mother used to get... She got in with the geographers. Said some things I shouldn't have. You know how it goes. There was someone poking around. First thing there's also a sunken... So I asked what it was called before it was flooded, and they told... How do you even work with that? Pursue potential... I've no idea where... It's the vendor who makes the decision. Yeah, Orla. A woman merchant from the keep. Go on, try giving her your money. I bet she'll just shortchange you and call it a day.
Alrighty, I think I'm gonna hop off of here. Catch you guys on the flip side.